Hello listeners, this following podcast will be an introduction to the ONEforest project. My colleague Lina and I will guide you through the following minutes. We would like to take you on a journey of how forests and the forest wood value chain could look like in the next 30 years. Lina, could you give us an overview about the project ONEforest?
Today, we are excited to present the Horizon Project ONEforest, which aims to develop a multi-criteria decision support system for a common forest management to strengthen forest resilience, harmonize stakeholder interests, and ensure sustainable wood flows. This project consists of 19 partners in 8 countries throughout Europe. ONEforest has officially started on 1st of June of 2021 with a duration of 3 years. I will be led by the Rosenheim Technical University of Applied Science. Martin, could you tell us about the target group for ONEforest project?
Yes, certainly. With the multi-criteria decision support system, we would like to address many different stakeholders of the forest and wood sector. Especially, we would like to help forest owners, and it does not matter if they are private or public forest owners, as well as companies working in the wood industry. Moreover, the results could be very interesting for companies in related fields, green entrepreneurs, policymakers, NGOs, multipliers, and, of course, also the scientific community. The project itself is split up in different case study regions, right, Lina?
Yes, of course. Within ONEforest, 4 case study regions will be established following Europe's biogeographical regions, which are Mediterranean forest, alpine forest, continental forest, and boreal hemiboreal forests. Through them, the project will study forest ecosystem services and their corresponding value to stakeholders.
Yes, and the forest ecosystem services are of very high importance within ONEforest. We will analyze the value of forest as a carbon sink, a source for non-timber products, a safety net against erosion, a water storage, just to name a few. This can all be optimized by a good forest management.
Exactly. ONEforest supports the deployment of regional forest management concepts that strengthen forest resilience and sustainable wood supply, leveraging wood-based products. Sustainable forest management contributes significantly to the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations. Beyond its contribution to climate protection and carbon storage, it offers potential for economic growth and decent jobs, ecosystem services, and sustainable consumption with a long-term perspective. ONEforest will study climate resilient silviculture management practice and new methods of seeding and planting by the application of an own-engineered topsoil cover based on wood fibers.
And on this topsoil cover, research will be conducted under 2 research aims. The first one is seeding and planting experiments, and the second one is the assessment of landslip risks reduction. All experiments will be conducted in nurseries or within research forest areas. The topsoil cover will consist of naturally degradable substances which do not harm human health during the application process and which will decompose without leaving residues other than naturally occurring substances. But seeding and planting, where the topsoil cover is used, is only one part of the forest wood value chain.
Yes, the forest wood value chain include forest management, wood supply, wood processing, and rural socioeconomic development. In addition, the forest-based sector can greatly contribute to climate change mitigation through carbon storage, the substitution of non-renewable resources, and the sustainable use of wood-based materials. Stakeholders will be activated in the participative process of socioeconomic studies. The information will be consolidated in a dynamic value chain model to assess the impact of the forest wood value chain on regional development, quantified by a set of economic, environmental, and social indicators. The newly developed multi-criteria decision support system visualizes decision-making by comparing sustainable forest management synergies and trade-offs of forest ecosystems, reliable wood supply, and stakeholder interest through forest wood value chain indicators.
Yes, and the multi-criteria decision support system can be a very good support for all stakeholders. Actors will be empowered to understand the far-reaching consequences of their decision in a multi-criteria decision-making environment. Since the stakeholders have different objectives, multi-criteria optimization techniques are applied to demonstrate different approaches that can be applied in practice. The result will be a prototypical executable file with an easy-to-use user interface.
That brings us to the end. Thank you, Martin, for joining us during the presentation of ONEforest project. We hope the new Horizon 2020 project will help to provide solutions for harmonizing various forest ecosystem services. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to follow us in social media. You can find us at ONEforest_H2020 on Twitter and on LinkedIn.